I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Manchester United may actually win the Europa League. That sounds crazy. Absolutely crazy. Considering the season they've had, the ups, the downs, Erik ten Hag, the Glazers, Ineos, and now Ruben Amorim. And they're in the quarterfinals, and they just battered Real Sociedad. I think that's the first time Man United have knocked a Spanish team out of a European competition in a long, long time. And so many good performances today. Bruno Fernandes, post Fergie, the best player they've had. Absolutely insane performance from him today. A hat-trick. And I thought Dalot was good as well. I thought Heaven, is it Heaven? I thought he was quite good as well. Garnacho, Hojlund. I'm going to be the first person to say I didn't watch all of the game. So if I do miss anything, let me know. Because, of course, Tottenham played at the same time. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. And make sure you do hit that subscribe button. 90% of you watch the content have not subscribed every single month. The road to 50K is well and truly on. And we are steamrolling our way towards 48,000. We're about 550 away, something like that. That was a good performance from Man United. I'm not going to lie. I thought they would go through tonight. I thought both Man United and Spurs would go through. But I didn't think Man United would go through that convincingly. This was the lineup that went with Onana, Mazwari, De Ligt, Haven, Dalot, Casemiro, Bruno. Obviously got his hat-trick. Dorgu, Garnacho, Zirkzee, Rasmus. Are Man United finally figuring it out? Do they understand this system? Because Sociedad have got some quality players. Aguerd, ex-West Ham player. Ramiro's a good goalkeeper. Everyone knows Zubimendi. Ozzy Powell as well. Ozzy Arpal. You know, he's a very good forward as well. Very versatile forward. But Man United, you know, I thought Haven was so good today. You know, bearing in mind this kid's 18 years of age. To start him in the Europa League, what? I think he's 18. Let me double check. Yeah, he is 18. To start him in the Europa League, you know, last 16, you know, it's an inexperienced Man United squad, but there's also a lot of players in that squad that do have experience. But the inexperience of Dorgu, the inexperience of Haven, Garnacho doesn't have a huge amount of experience. But they got the job done tonight and they won convincingly. You know, Bruno Fernandes, what would they do without Bruno Fernandes? He performs year in, year out for Manchester United. He really, really does. The first goal comes from, believe it or not, Real Sociedad. And it was a penalty. And I think there was 4 penalties or 3 penalties in this game. Real Sociedad, you know, they took the lead. You know, I think it's Ozzy Apal won the penalty. Cooley slots it into the bottom right corner. Onana going the wrong way. The away fans, massive roar inside Old Trafford. And then before you know it, Man United respond about, 5 minutes, if that, later. Bruno Fernandes, anything you can do, he can do better. Maybe not out loud. That stadium, I feel like the stadium at Man United hasn't been, obviously, this season what it's been. And I feel like there was still a lot of anxiety in that stadium. But they did, however, make it 1-1 on the night, 2-2 an aggregate. You know, the calmest man in the stadium steps forward, takes his pen, makes it 2-2 an aggregate. Going to the halftime break, another penalty is given so early on. I talk about this all the time. The first 15 minutes in the second half is so important. Ruben Amorim's, you know, tactics would be screaming in the, you know, in the Man United players' ears. And, you know, they go out there and they start really well. For the second time this evening, Bruno Fernandes steps up, calmly slides his spot kick into the bottom right corner again. sending the goalkeeper the other way. And then a moment of absolute madness from Real Sociedad, which basically cost them the game. A huge moment in the game. Substitute Aramburu, I think it's pronounced. I think he was only on the pitch something like maybe 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it was. Brings down Joshua Zirkzee, a clear goal scoring opportunity. And then, Man United keep battling. They step up from Bruno Fernandes. Alejandro Garnacho plays him in to make it 3-1. And that was all she wrote. And then in the 91st minute, Diego Dallo, steps up, another Portuguese player on the score sheet, makes it 4-1, a decent ball in from Rasmus Hojlund, and Man United won 4-1 on the night. I mean, Man United's best performance of the season for me, a huge win. And just like Spurs, they are through to the next round of the Europa League. And the Europa League, the ties are very, very tasty. Lyon will play Manchester United, and United do have the away leg first, which is exactly what you want. Rangers did go through on penalties. They will play Bilbao. Bodo Glimt will play Lazio, and Tottenham are at home against Frankfurt, which is a massive game for us. But 3 British sides left in the last 8. That's really good from obviously 2 English sides still left in it. 1 French side, 1 German, 1 Italian, 1, I don't know where Bodo Glimt are from, and obviously 1 Scottish. But Man United, complete deserved winners tonight. And then, they will play Lyon in the return leg. But I thought Haven had a really good game today. I thought he made some decent challenges. He's worked great. I think he's looks a top centre back. Dorgu as well. Obviously from very familiar with playing in a system with high intensity. Garnacho was good as well today. Zirkzee obviously got John Aramburu, I think it's pronounced, got him sent off. But a crazy game where 3 penalties were given. But Man United, for me, they've got pedigree. They will go, in my opinion, to the minimum of the semi-finals. I think they will beat Lyon over 2 legs. If they get through, and I think it's likely they will play Athletic Bilbao. Now, they are a different kettle of fish. Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, the Williams brothers at the moment are on fire. Both teams have, of course, got a winning pedigree. The final, of course, will be in Bilbao Stadium. But I don't see why Man United can't win the Europa League. I don't see why they can't. We're talking about a side that even in their worst Premier League season, they still won the FA Cup. I don't see why Man United, with everything that is going against them right now, with the bad PR in the stadium and the manager, etc. I just think it's a Man United thing to go and have one of the worst seasons ever and still pick up the Europa League. Lots of these players have won lots of trophies. Bruno Fernandes, for me, post Fergie, like I said, he's the best player they've had. They have got a decent fixture at the weekend where they will be playing Leicester, where they can, keep building some momentum. I do expect Man United to go and win that game as well. And then it's into the international break. They, of course, don't have an FA Cup game. They can, rest, rejuvenate, recover, and then play Forest, Manchester City in the Manchester derby, and then it's that game against Lyon. Now, if Man United, by hook or crook, go and win the Europa League, then my football club is officially cursed, because we haven't won anything in so long. We need a trophy so much. Ange Postecoglou's job is hanging on the line. But I think there's probably more chance that Man United somehow, some way, go in and win the trophy. We're in a position right now where both Man United and Spurs have had such poor seasons in the Premier League. And look, get this. They could actually meet in the final. Imagine that. Imagine Spurs versus Man United in the Europa League final. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. I am out.